Hi, my name is Adibola Arojesu. You're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This is Vision of Life. It's committed to empowering the Nigerian youth and by extension the African youth and by extension the world youth. The mission to reset the world, yes, to bring the world out of the matrix, bring the world out of the simulation, to bring the world out of la la land, to reset the world, take the world back to factory setting. We're on a journey. We started since December and we're going somewhere. Let's have a get. Before we get too excited, like, share, and subscribe. We can be commercial. We can be online. We have 127 subscribers. Somebody subscribed just some hour ago. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers. This is a good message. We want everybody to hear this message. We want everybody to hear it in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uppermost parts of the earth, to the ends of the earth, to take the word to the nations. So today, I titled this topic, What Goes Around Comes Around. What goes around comes around. So you know Boomerang by Eddie Murphy. Can remember in those days, the advertising in Sky said, in the game of love, what goes around comes around. You know, you all know the Boomerang game, or is it when you throw it, it comes back to you. So we're talking about Nigeria. You can say I'm a student of Nigeria. I've been studying Nigeria from childhood. In another video, I said that my mother was a history teacher. She's still alive. That's why I said what she's retired. And she had telling me stories of history from childhood, honor and privilege, that I know something about history that some of you adults don't know till now. So now when I see some adults walking in your grounds, I just lament. Then I read newspapers since I was 7 years old. I said in one of the past videos. In 1979, we lived in Zaria. That was called San Marino Extension. I watched the ignition of Shehu Shagari from beginning to the end. I was 7 years old. And next thing you know, Nigeria was also there, and I read it. I was reading newspapers since I was 7 years old. When I was 11, I started reading it, maybe voraciously. I was reading magazines since I was 13. That's when Newswatch came out in 1985. My father doesn't miss a Newswatch. I told you on lighter mood that in Justice Loring, somebody brought Newswatch to the staff room. The teacher wanted to buy it. I won't mention his name. So it was 2 naira 50 kobo. It's too expensive. I'm not buying it. 2 naira 50 kobo. Before Newswatch went off the air, the stand, it was more expensive. I don't know. I remember the last price. Then Tel started in 1991. Some people from Newswatch moved on. They had calls to move on. They were editors in Newswatch, and they formed Tel. I remember in Tel, they wrote Nigeria's leading news magazine. Nigeria's weekly news magazine. Tel said other people watch the news, we tell it. Then the news came out in 1993 from the Concord. MK Abela was of the Concord. They wrote an article about Babangida regime that Babangida giving up about the economy. Babangida was mad. He banned Concord. And then Abela went to apologize. Babangida said no problem. Just tell those editors to apologize. They saw this as the ethics of journalism. So they resigned and they found their own the news. Babangida was the editor-in-chief. So, I think you all know Bayo Naduga. So I've read newspapers since I was 7, read magazines since I was 13. So I've taken time to study Nigeria. As one that studies things, you see it different from a casual observer. Let's say a doctor, when you see somebody, how healthy is he? Some doctors from your eyes, they can know this guy has arthritis. This guy, has high blood pressure. This guy may have stroke. If an engineer says, this pillar is not standing well, it may fall in 4 or 3 years' time. If a gym coach sees you to say something different, a teacher, when you talk, you see something different. That's how. I'm studying Nigeria for quite some time, so I tend to see things different from that, and I don't follow the bandwagon. That's where I'm going. In Nigeria, people argue, I don't usually join. In learning where I work and live, I work in Nepal. People argue, I don't usually join because they argue out of ignorance. Ignorance is amazing in this modern day. At the height of information age, at the height of knowledge age, there is so much ignorance. Some people are comfortable with ignorance. Some people don't even want to know the truth. Someone going to meet me later in Nicodemus clinic at night. Mr. Arojesu, what do you think about this? I still talk to some of them because of them, they just want you to confirm their sentiment, the impulse, and emotion. So, we're talking about some things going on in Nigeria now. And the first law of motion said that an action, a body will remain static or uniform motion unless force is started upon it. So, there's been inertia in Nigeria for a long time. Inertia is that thing that makes something to remain in uniform motion or make it static. And we need to break the inertia. In Nigeria, you have a lot of optics, a lot of motion without movement. Energy extended but no work done. Like circumnavigation. But things are going to change very soon. That's where I'm going. Things are going to change very soon. I did one video that by this time tomorrow. Listen to that video. I explain why things will change. And I was like, you endures to the end. Watch that video too. So you need to hold on because we're still going to get to the end. We are getting to the elastic limit. Those of us in do economics, we know elasticity. Those that study physics, we know elasticity. We are soon going to get to the elastic limit. Politicians are doing so many funny things, if we may use that word. It looks like a comedy, because it's having, we call it comedy of errors or tragic comedy. People are dying instrumentally, people are dying their thousands, terrorism and things like that. Even apart from terrorism, people are dying instrumentally. Sickness, so many things. And the politicians, they made a mess of Nigeria. They made a royal mess of Nigeria. And they're taking this for granted. They're like a dog that is destined to get lost. Say a dog that is destined to get lost will not listen to his hunter's whistle. And I say only a stubborn fly follows the corpse to the grave. They're really taking Nigerians for granted. But things are going to change soon. Things are going to change soon. God is not sleeping. We have a God in heaven, and He watches over the affairs of men. Despite the over-spiritualization in Nigeria, God has special interest in Nigeria. If not, Nigeria will have collapsed since. Sometimes 93 in CNN, the least nations that can collapse anytime. Nigeria is number one. Nigeria is not disintegrated. Some countries on that limb are disintegrated. Some countries are not on that limb are disintegrated. Nigeria is still standing like Rock of Gibraltar. So God has special love on Nigeria. Even though Nigeria will have broken down since. But still, God has a joker. God has an ace up his sleeve. He's going to do a master stroke soon. He's going to do a finishing move, a submission hold. I was talking about wrestling the other time. Different wrestlers had their submission hold. Lex Luger, I forgot, he had one thing he used to do, I forgot. Undertaker too, there's one type of thing he used to do. I can't remember the name. But back at the chicken wing, Berryman Hart had the sharpshooter. Then David Von Erich had the claw. So very soon, the creator himself is going to do the finishing move. Things are going to change. The politicians, they've taken Nigerians, maybe docility, passivity for granted. Nigerians, they are fools, they are mumu. They cannot say, they don't know that there is a limit. There is a limit. I tell you that we're not hurting enough. Yoruba, only work with Tigewaje. It's one thing for insects to be treating your finger, one thing when they need to bite you. But things are going to change very soon. Yes. By this time tomorrow, make sure about yourself for a shekel. Know your fine flower sell for a shekel and get some Maria. I get another video that many years ago, 17 years ago, our Minister of God said that by 2025, Nigeria will be the most comfortable country to live in. We're in August. Can say we pass out there, but it can still happen. Have faith, can still happen. And hold on. You want to do something, do it. Don't look at the clouds. Don't look at the sun. Do what you want to do. Greater is the unseen and the seen. You want to do something, do it. Things are going to be changed very soon. So we'll be happy that you heeded this warning. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. That's the offering. That's what can keep us on the air. So we know this song that I can see everything turning around. I can see everything turning around. I can see everything turning around for my good. I can see everything turning around. I can see everything turning around. I can see everything turning around for my good. So things are going to change soon. Things are going to change soon. I can feel it. I can feel it here. Things are going to change soon. Is it the church pastor says something is about to happen? How shall I know? Someone pretty amazing. How shall I know? Was it Pastor Ike? I know. Some of you too know. Things are going to change very soon. Things cannot, must not, and will not continue like this. So, welcome to a new Nigeria. Welcome to a new dawn. A dawn of a new era. So, have it in mind. I think this is 5th of August. That Adebola Aroju said things are going to change very soon. You may not understand it then now. Some years later, you watch this video and say, okay, and he said it, oh, and he said it, oh, and he said it. So, something to celebrate, we can celebrate. Celebrate good time. Come on. Come join us, people. Let us have some fun. Cause the party just begun now. Universal party. Come on, everyone. Let us have someone. Come on, everybody. Lose your head and say goodbye. So, things are going to change very soon. Have it in mind. Remember I said it. My name is Adebola Arojesu. This is Vision of Life. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.